First things first, happy Valentine's Day, Visual Vixens. For those of you who don't know, I am Shantae Visuals. So this is video number 3 in the love series. I told you guys I would give you guys 4 videos. I wanted all 4 to be out before Valentine's Day, but life just doesn't work like that. And I'm kind of glad that I'm not putting out all 4 videos before Valentine's Day, because the video idea that I ended up coming up with for next week's video is so fun. Like, it's gonna be so fun to record. Me and my best friend, we was just talking about it, and it's like I needed something to switch it up, because honestly I don't want my videos, I don't want the content that I put out to be boring for you guys. Like, I don't want it to be boring, so I definitely want to switch it up. When I broke my nails, my Valentine's Day nails, I broke one of my nails, so I have to wait until my skin grow back to get my nails. So don't mind this big ass band-aid in this video, okay? I don't want to hear nothing about it. Just cancel it. This hand is still popping, okay? We still popping on one hand, so just chill. Don't even worry about it. Just focus on makeup. But if you want to see how I achieve this look, then keep watching. So as you guys can see, I've done my brows off camera, and now I'm just using my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush to smooth out my base before I go in with my first transition shade, which is going to be from the Juvias Place Masquerade Mini Palette. And I am taking this hot pink, and I'm going to pat this down first on the middle part of my lid, and then I'm going to work it to the inner corner and then the outer corner, dragging it out before I use, you know, small circular motions to kind of buff out the end to wing out my crease and the top part. Here you guys will see me dip into my Take Me to Brazil palette. I'm using the 2 darkest pink shades, and you guys will see them a little bit just in a second when I show the palette, because I'm getting ready to go in with the black out of this palette. So you guys see right there those pinks that I'm hitting the pen on, that's the pink that I'm using. So now I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics 12-piece crystal quartz set, and I believe this is the number 8 brush. I'm not really sure, but I'll definitely put the link to this brush set in the description. And I'm just taking that black and I'm patting it down and winging it out right underneath that pink. After I've built my black up, I'm going to go in with the MAC Blush and Fever, and I'm going back in with that buffing brush from the BH Cosmetics polka dot set, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to use that to blend out that black. So now you guys are just going to see me go back and forth between that burgundy, like maroon blush and that black eyeshadow. So I waited to the end to go and bring my shadows to the front, because I personally have a hard time with not making the beginning of my crease so dark. Like, I have a hard time blending that out when I start there. So I decided to wait to the end to go in and fill the front of my crease in. So now I'm just taking the black and the maroon, and I'm just using that to fill out my crease all the way from the beginning of my brow to the end. Once I have my shadows all blended out, I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease, and I'm using a small concealer brush from Wet n Wild. I'm using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, and I had a really hard time cutting my crease. I haven't done a wing cut crease since September of last year, so I was like really choppy. Like, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I had to like really remember, like, it was just a lot going on. And you guys will see, like, my lines are crooked and everything, but it came together.
once I fill my crease in, I like to smooth it all out, and I do this so that I can really see the lines before I go back in and perfect it, because if you guys look really closely, you can tell that my crease is not smooth. The lines are kind of choppy. It's like a rough draft basically. So I like to smooth out the base and then go in and perfect that final line. That's just my preference, but I like to do it. The brush that I'm using to smooth out also came from the Crystal Corset. I'm gonna start looking at the numbers so that I can tell you guys the numbers, because I never look at the numbers. So I did my second eye off camera, and I also laid down my red eyeshadow as a base. So now you guys are going to see me go in with the NYX glitter glue. I love this glue, but it doesn't hold my chunky glitter, so I always have to go on top with the Duo Lash Glue in clear. You guys will see that in the video. So now I'm just going to smooth this glue all over my base as a primer for the glue. I'm sorry, as a primer for the glitter. And the glitter that I'm using first is a regular craft fine glitter in red. I probably got this from Michael's. And then I'm going to go to the other eye, and you guys will see how I put the 3D chunky glitter on top of the eye. So before I put the chunky glitter down, I just went in and cleaned up the edges of my cut crease. I messed this crease up and I didn't include it in the video, but I had put liner. I just did a bunch of extra unnecessary shit. And then I'm also going in and adding a little bit more black to define my crease before I go in with my Lash Duo glue and apply my Cake Your Face Official Glitters in Santa Baby. Once everything was all cleaned up, I just went back in with that buffing brush, and I took those pinks from the Take Me to Brazil palette because they're lighter than the Juvias Place pink. And I'm just brushing that right underneath my brows, making sure that there's no empty spaces. And then I went back in with that Fever blush just to further make sure I didn't lose any color. So you guys will just see me go in with the access on the brushes and just make sure everything is smooth and pigmented. After that, I prep my lashes with mascara, and then I'm putting on my 25mm lashes from Rich Homie Quanda, and I do have on 2 pair stacks. I'm using the Eyelure lash applicator because my nails are too long to put my eyelashes on.
So I decided to not do my foundation on camera at all because I'm really tired of editing that in my videos. Like, it's literally the same thing. I've been on YouTube for like a little over a month, and I got maybe like 20 something videos, and majority of them are tutorials, if I would say so myself, if not more than half. So I was like, I'm not about to keep doing my damn foundation routine. My foundation routine is on my channel. So if you want to see how I achieve my foundation and, you know, set it with the powders, blah, blah, then scroll on down to one of the other tutorials because I am tired of doing that. So I'm going to highlight my face. I'm going to highlight my face on camera because I'm about to put my white eyeliner, and then I'm going to smoke out my bottom lash line in that's gonna be it for this look. A spray. And then I'm gonna take the Laura Geller High Def Glow Illuminating Duo in Heart of Gold, and I'm gonna take the shimmery color first, which is, you just say shimmer. One say sparkle, the other say shimmer. I'm gonna take shimmer. I'm just going to pat that down. And since today is actually Valentine's Day, I'm gonna go on top of my gold highlighter with my pink highlighter. Take my NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk. And I'm down to the nitty gritty on this. So that is pretty much it. I'm about to go get dressed. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you watch all the way to the end of the video so you guys can see the completed look. And if you want to see pictures and just more details on my life, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. I'll definitely put that somewhere in this video below or in the description box. And happy Valentine's Day. All you gotta do is hit a nigga